Hello, everybody. Well, Rosa Psych Investigator. Hello. Everybody, welcome. Rosa Psych Investigator. Oh, welcome. It's Sunday night. It's 9:30 p.m. So by the time I finish recording and send it to you, it will be leaked. Indeed. So so let's get started. Before I do that, so protection, I like to ask for protection. A beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head. As I breathe in, I fill my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it. I feel protected. I step into it. I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the highest sources. That it create the good and only the good. The good for the good people. The good for the good people. All right, so guys, I was looking at all the news, everything that's going on, and it's I was finding it hard to I don't say concentrate, but I just thought let's just look at some of the things that I discussed with Kathy. So I spoke to Kathy. We had dinner yesterday. Kathy Beal, she is a professional Aquarian. She's on the Cosmic Owl astrology channel sometimes also, along with Louise. So it was very nice. We met up, we had dinner, we had the Thai restaurant, which was okay. It was a little loud, but it was late and it was open, so we stopped there. But she had many interesting things to say because, as you guys know, I'm not an astrologer, obviously. I barely know anything about astrology. So Kathy has aligned with a lot of things I've seen that Karina may have seen also. And I want to touch on a couple of things that she said. Okay, so let's just get started with that, okay? So I have to do some work here to take out the shininess. Isabel, I probably know that I don't not liking the shiny. So so all right, let's get to it. So all right, so two things that Kathy said. I'll remember more, but she felt that something big could be coming on Monday. I don't know the aspect, there's some aspects or something like that. I don't know exactly how, I don't know the name. That's not the point, right? The point is that I want to look into this because, of course, as we were talking, the news about Trump and he didn't really declare martial law yet, right? But there we have this idea that he probably will try to do something like that, right? So let's see. Let's see. So what is going to happen? What can we expect for this week starting Monday? And then also Kathy did say something about the 15th. Okay, so actually, let me just see if I actually write something. I actually enjoy, guys, when I have the thing on the name tab over, they call it overlay, right? So let's see. Okay. Okay, so I put a little concealer, wrote the headline so that we can get it together. Get it together, Garla. Get it together, Garla. Okay, so really, so as I was saying, I was talking to Kathy and she mentioned big aspects um, from her perspective on Monday and also June 15th, strongly the 15th. Corina and I had also mentioned that we both had a sense of, especially Corina, a sense of urgency about the 15th. Uh, she is working on something that the spirits told her to finish before that because they believe something big could happen and things could become chaotic, not necessarily in a bad way. Okay, so it's a big change, right? So, okay, so this is what I'm starting off with. And so I'm going to look into all of these things. But before I do that, I wanted to respond to something that people started commenting saying, "Oh, do you think that Kamala does she want the presidency?" And this is very personal for me. I feel like I take a strong position on this. I don't think that Kamala would ever. It's like it's so to me. It feels condescending. It feels that somebody like her, with the personality that she have, that she would just be like, oh, whatever. I don't feel like it. You have to. I feel like some people, you have to look at their backgrounds and how they're, I honestly, I take it personally because Kamala is not the type of person who would give up. She was, let's get real, she was elected. He stole the election. How dare, right? Seriously. The idea that, and it's kind of like, I wonder if they do that. Ask them, whoever says these types of things, what about men? Do they ever say, oh, they're just too tired? It seems that the ease at which people come up with these explanations for women, especially women of color, I find it a little disturbing. So everybody's entitled, can say whatever they say. And I just wanted to make it very clear. I know there's different, every channel is different, right? I don't pay attention to whatever other channels say. I say my own thing. And I'm assuming most of them are the same way, right? I don't talk to people really extremely rarely. So it's so strange to me also when people assume that just because such and such said, I somehow care or know or will agree or disagree. That's not how it works. Okay. But I strongly disagree with this assessment. Is what I like to say. Okay. The idea that a person has put her whole life on the line for something and it's like, oh, she doesn't really want it. She's fine. That is just not who she is. Okay. So that is all. And I know there's like some books, right? I know some people have sent me there's some the CNN journalist with a book. I wouldn't even that use that for toilet paper. This is how little I think or whoever is writing this. So I think toilet paper is more dignified. So you get the information out of the way, now get ready. Really, no, this is my personality. It's what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Okay. So anyway, so that's that. Let's now get started. All right. Kamala is not the type of person who will just give up. Okay. Just no, I'm just too tired. No, no, she knows who she is. She knows who she stands, what she stands for, and her, in a way, responsibility for her, for everybody who's looking up to her, right? So I'm not worried about that. And yes, I do see her still taking power whenever this mess is out. Okay? If that's people are asking me that, that's the answer. Okay? I have not wavered. Corina has not wavered. Uh, I believe Kathy has also not wavered. Okay, so it is what it is. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So now let's go to June 10th to 15th and the parade. So when I was talking to Kathy, like I said, there was just intensity when people started commenting. I know a lot whenever people like write, the word scared or something like that. It's like just try to never write from fear, right? Never go in that way. Does make sense? Do your like step out and don't let any fear-based reactions take over. Okay. So, but still, it was intense. It was a feeling that he's going to try to push the military to do things for him to benefit him and to benefit, you know, his whatever, his agenda to take on full authoritarian power. So, so he does this thing and sends the National Guard to LA. And of course, the governors are the ones who can call on the National Guard, and there are protests happening. I looked at some stuff online, and they even showed that there's somebody with an umbrella, which was famous that this happened when George Floyd died. There was a protest in Minneapolis, and a lot of shady characters infiltrated protests and broke things as an attempt to blame legit protesters, right? So so there's that. So what is happening? I know the news are reporting there's like a lot. It's very intense. The LAPD appears to actually be trying to stop the whatever Trump's people, whatever they are, So what is happening and what can we expect this coming week? So I just have to share with what I see, right? So I see him, Trump making the Superman pose like this. And then he does this kind of like as a means to try to like take on these holy powers. And then I see that the actual holy powers give him something like a, what do you call it? A thunder, like a burned by thunder or something like that. So he does what he thinks is like going all the way. I'm the king, I'm the authoritarian figure, and it burns him. So, and then he's has something like this, like a AVC, is that the name? Is that right? Is that could it be an actual? It's just it's almost like he really acts on his darkest impulses, but it flops, and he's doing it this week, yes, because he thinks that if it does the most evil, the harshest things, he goes. And I also see the figure of Stephen Miller. Okay. Stephen Miller, they are pushing for this. So let's just see here actually. Let me make sure that I make the correct notes. So Stephen Miller and Trump going all the way this week. So I just see them, whatever big plan they had, they push the button to execute on this week. But it fails, or it's a lot less powerful than they expected. So so what happens? So today is the 8th. So let's go to so the 15th is Sunday. So let's say by Monday the 16th, where will okay, that's a good so we're gonna have something like by the 16th. How will Stephen Miller and Trump be feeling? Where will they be? So again, we're going to go to the 16th, which is the day after. Like if the 15th is a big day, Monday it will be very telling. So given that these are going to be very intense days according to spirits and astrology and others no, and people like me, I'm correct, I'm picking up on essentially something that I can't exactly say what it is. Maybe today we'll find out more of this reading, but when we look at the aftermath, we'll be able to see. Okay, so let's see. By the 16th of June, Monday, where will Stephen Miller and Trump be? How will they be feeling? What has Stephen Miller, what have you done, Stephen? I spent my whole life working on something new. Okay, let me actually guys, I'm a little obsessed about the title. So just so you know, I quote unquote interviewed Stephen Miller here. So let's go back because I I want to get to the 16th of June and I'm asking Stephen Miller, what have you done? And he's kind of his back is hunched and he's upset. So I say, I put all my efforts on this. I hate immigrants. When I was when I was a teenager, immigrants were always making fun of me, and all I thought was get back. I was gonna get back at them. But oh, so okay, okay, Stephen Miller, can you just tell me what exactly you did? gonna send them over there. We're gonna get a bomb detonated. But they caught us. They caught us. Okay. Okay. What do you mean caught her? They caught him. They caught them. Yes. Wow, really, Stephen Miller? Interesting. Guys, I know sometimes this is I'm a creative person. So I try to do different things. I was interviewing him, picking up what I'm picking up and acting out. So what I see essentially translation here is that he says that he and Trump sent some sort of or militia or something, and they had some sort of bomb that they were going to place, and these people were caught. Kind of like remember the January 6th, how they had these bombs. They were going to do something similar, but real bombs, and they're going to blame the protesters, but these people were caught by what's his name? The governor of California. Not directly, right? But and for some reason I feel like it's Proud Boys types. It shows me the Enrique, whatever, Tario, remember? Not him, but connected to him. So Synops, essentially. And then that's right, it backfires dramatically that they were caught, the Trump supporters, not just supporters, but close to Trump caught. Okay, so tell me more. So wow, that's okay. That's something. So Stephen Miller, will you and Trump have calls? Have you okay? Will you try to do the what is it? Martial law, something like that? It's say he shows me that this bomb thing is a prelude for it. They were going to use it for that, but it doesn't work. So they can't do it. And then I see Trump. Okay, so that's interesting. Then I see now focusing on Trump. So let's see. Wow, guys, actually, I enjoy this technique. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I kept seeing the image of Trump, sort of to tell me to focus on Trump, not ask Trump. So this technique is that I'm going to June 16th and I'm interviewing Trump. What have you done between now to June 8th and then June 16th? I was like, Rosie, don't interrupt me, Rosie. I'm trying to be crazy. I'm acting crazy right now. Okay? Don't interrupt me, Rosie. Let me be failed. I tried, it didn't work, okay? And then Putin, he's busting my balls. Putin is over there busting my balls because I didn't help him out on Ukraine. What could I have done? Nothing. I mean, come on, these people. Wow. Okay. Wow. He's saying also. So is this going to be voted on? He's saying that these Russian sanctions, the bill that I told you guys is going to pass, right? I don't know that. I feel like it may be voted this week. Let's actually check. So I don't see a mention of it, any date or when it's supposed to be voting or voted on, but it's saying that when I read the actual article, the article suggested that in fact it will, it, there's bipartisan support for this. So I see it passing, if not passing by then, or being very close to passing if it doesn't pass by the 16th. And Trump can't stop it. And Putin busting his balls. And so I see Putin actually he's like showing the pictures, like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna do something about this. So, okay, so Putin, well, yes, it could be that Putin is releasing. Guys, I mean, it's honestly, it's difficult to say exactly what it is, but I've said it before years ago, and I've said it recently. I do think that once Putin realizes that Trump has not done his job, right, to do what he wants, and specifically when it comes to Ukraine, then he will release things. He will tell the truth about Trump, and I think he's not hesitating. I don't feel that about. Okay, so all right, so then, wow, okay, so that's interesting. He's just feeling very defeated because something very bad has come out about him. Now, I have to tell you something that is coming back to me. Uh, Okay, it's coming back to me, so it must be significant. So yesterday, when I was talking to Kathy during dinner, I told her I had this vision, which sounded very weird to me, almost implausible, of Elon Musk reaching out to talking to Kamala Harris in private, coming out clean about what he did during the election. Now, this is sounds a little crazy to me. I know there's some Democrat leaning people that are sort of advocating for Elon Musk come back to your senses. He has no senses. He's crazy. I mean, he has no back. I mean, he's not a trustworthy person. So I think he may want, like his psyche, like I said, I think he's going to want to tell the truth about the election. Yes, I know some people said, oh, he will incriminate him, whatever. This is just his ego and his personality. Now, and then I see that he may try to actually go talk to Kamala and tell her this stuff. And then kind of like, not just say ask for forgiveness, but something where um, he may, because we know that was never a likable person, but there was a point where he wasn't as hated as he is now before he decided to meddle in the election. So it's almost as if I could see Elon Musk this week trying to walk back what he has done related to the election because he realizes that Trump could destroy him fast, right? He could take over his companies, he could cut the contracts. He is taking the Trump threats seriously. He also is assessing um, what, like, he is assessing the situation that if he were to go to Russia, he knows exactly what would happen if he went to Russia. He's not, I don't think he knows what would happen. He would either die or take his money. There's nothing to be gained by being there. So it's almost as if there's this moment of lucidity and he is plotting what he's going to do. It tells me this. Have you noticed how he hasn't said anything? And like lately about this whole thing, as he started seeing a lot of things, then his allies, the pro-Trump tech people, are, oh, don't say anything because they need the two of them to work together in order for them to get the most corrupt benefits, right? But I feel like for Elon Musk, there's no turning back. He's really upset and angry. And that's what I feel like, that he's going to say something. Okay. All right. So will Elon Musk tell more about the election, like essentially confess in public about the election this week or by the 16th? Let's see what it says. Guys, someone says, Rose, I prefer when you do the visions. Yes. I think that I love the visions too, but sometimes cards and situations like this are so, I don't want to say high profile, but intense, right? Like, oh my God, what? Okay, so let's see. Let's see here. See what we get. Money. The money could also be votes, by the way. Oh, that's right. The woman could become a long way. Work. That's it. I work with a foreign country. I work in for a country. Oh, prison. I did some work, criminal work. The money man, that's right. Goes to Kamala. That's right. It tells about the work that he did with a foreign country. Interesting. Contract deal. Military person. Interesting. Hmm. Wow. Wow. Yeah, guys, honestly, I'm telling you this because that's what I'm getting, but it sounds very crazy. Like it's so insanity to me, but that's what I am getting. So it's possible that this week could be crazy. So I have a question just to confirm. So is Trump going to succeed in trying to create this, like, you know, these attacks against LA or sending the military to, right, to take over California, something like that? Is Trump going to succeed in this? Okay, good happiness, gift, recognize. So all the cards are great. I don't feel like, no. And look at this card, it's kind of interesting. The good luck comes, it's like, to me, looks like heaven, even though it's interesting. I don't see it as green in terms of trees. I see it as the clouds. So that big happiness comes from above, right? And the gift and the recognition now, to Wuhan, so to come to the high recognition, the high place. So tell me about California. Is this going to turn around? Yeah, I see Gavin Newsom turning around. Interesting. Let's see. The ship. The tree could also be the US succeeds. The ship. It's okay. They go away. Okay, so it's interesting how the card's very positive. I feel like if it were something really bad, it would have shown. Okay. And it tells me Trump retreating, shows me Trump retreating into a cave of sorts. Okay, so wow. I hope it doesn't make sense, guys. I know some of it sounds so crazy. But any advice about people here on the channel? So you know what I'm getting? Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let yourself be dissuaded by whatever comes from Trump's camp. Just keep your eyes on the prize. Miracles happen. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so all right. So okay, guys. So I'm gonna go because it's kind of late. Just wanted to give you a quick update, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.